really important before we begin. I recommend making a copy just in case you accidentally delete something or something gets messed up. You can always refer back to the original. So just go to File, make a copy. You can rename it something, but right now it's just been named Copy of. So this is where you can edit that title. All right, first step is the primary logo over a photo. This is a very straightforward template, but if you've never used Canva or Canva Pro before, this will be a good little introduction. So here I have my image. If I need to upload mine, I'm gonna go over here to Uploads. I can either click Upload Files and then find it on my computer, or if you had already uploaded a bunch of things before, I'm gonna go find it and open it. You'll probably be clicking that upload file button. I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna click once on it. It's gonna bring it into my page, and I'm gonna click it, I'm gonna hold on to that, and it's going to place that into my frame automatically. So if I let go, it's in there. If I need to move my image kind of up or down, or if I wanna scale it, double click on that image, and then you can see here I can move it within that frame. Right now it's okay to me, but if I wanted to kind of zoom in, I could make that bigger and move it around a little bit. All right, for those of you who do not have logo files yet, you can make your own typographic logo. This is why I've placed a text box right here. You can literally just type it in. You can choose your font up here. So you can look through these different styles. You can type in serif, sans serif, whatever you want. Here I had just chosen kind of a stylized serif font. Okay, so highlight that. Then you're gonna go up here to advanced settings. Click on that. You're going to figure out your letter spacing and your line spacing here. Your letter spacing, also called your tracking, is how spread out your letters are gonna be. This needs to be consistent across the board if this is gonna serve as a placeholder for your logo. So right now I have it set at 25. If I set it at 265, you can see what that does. But I'm just gonna put it back. If I wanna do an exact number, I can type it in. Line spacing is kind of tall here for a logo. So I am going to put this down at 1. Otherwise, if this happened to go to 2 lines, it would be really spread apart and it would look inappropriate for a logo. So just make sure if this is what you're going to use as your logo, your tracking and your line spacing is going to be consistent every single time. Obviously, you're going to want to use the same font all the time, all caps if that's what you choose. Since I already have a logo file, I am going to delete this text box. And now this next step is pretty important. So I'm going to click on this image. I'm going to go up to position. This is going to give me my layers over here. And I'm gonna click on these 3 dots and I'm gonna click lock. Not lock position, but lock. And then I'm going to go over to uploads. Here you would probably click upload file and find your logo file. Mine's already in here. All right, so that has been brought in. Now I'm going to position it up here so that it's in this nice little area of negative space. This is also where it comes in handy if you want to move your image around. Like if there was more negative space and you needed to like nudge this down a bit, that's where that would come in handy. But if I hadn't locked this image behind it, it would be replacing this photo right here and kind of placing my logo file just like it placed that photo within the frame previously. So that's really important. And after that, you can adjust your opacity right here. Okay, they call it transparency. In Photoshop, they call it opacity. If I want it to be super subtle, maybe I want to knock that down to like 50%. That is up to you. I'm gonna, since it's white, kind of on off-white, I'm just gonna keep it at 100, but that is how you edit it. If I need to resize it, I can make it smaller and bigger. And then they have these nice little guides as you move this around the page. It'll show you when it is centered. but that looks good to me. The last very important bit will be how to save this out. You're gonna go up here to share and then download. It's going to give you a few options depending on what subscription you have. I would just keep it at a PNG. I would keep the size at this 1080 by 1350 because that is what you need for Instagram posts. It'll be different. It'll be 1080 by 1920 if you're doing a story, but we can get to that later. And then you can also select, if you've only like worked on one graphic, you can pick that specific graphic, like your current page, or you can check the exact page that you want the graphic for. Then you would click download.